Hey guys, welcome back to this new video of mine. So today I would like to talk to you about how the cinematic universes have been used lately and why people are getting a little bit sick of it. So let's get started. So I think a lot of people remember, you probably know the one that popularized the idea of the cinematic universes, the MCU. The one that started all with Iron Man 1 and then after that it started all these even, how can I say it, it all started with Iron Man, like I said, and it's say, let's just say it's still going on, but I think it wasn't on Avengers Endgame where it was like where they reached perfection. So and I think the reason is because it did it very, how can I say it, it did it very well. I mean, a lot of people it was slow. I mean, it took its time. It was not, they were not going like, they were not hurrying up. They were being patient, like, to make all these possible, like all these. So it all started with, because they knew they had to tell a story first. Like the first MCU movie, Iron Man, is an example of that. That movie was very good, like, because it had a story to tell. In that movie, it had a beginning, middle, and end. But yeah, I think the one that and that's why it was such a hit. It was, and of course, a lot of people probably remember the post-credit scene of that movie where Nick Fury appears as telling Iron Man about the Avengers initiative, all of that, and it started all at and that was, of course, teasing what it was gonna happen next, and right now today, now is it, when you go back to see that post-credit scene, it feels like, wow, like it really went, like they really made it. Like, I mean, this was clearly planned from the start and they actually made it, and it's kind of amazing. So, but I mean, and yeah, I mean, after Iron Man we got the Incredible Hulk, then we got the sequel of Iron Man, then we got Thor, we then got Captain America, and then we got the one that it was the one that the people were excited the most, the Avengers. Like the first time well, sorry, yes, it was the first crossover on theaters. Well, actually no, it was the one that perfected the crossovers. I know there were already crossovers before in movies like Freddy vs. Jason and all that, but it was Avengers the one that perfected the idea of crossovers, because, and it was all thanks to the other movies, because thanks to those movies they gave you the chance to know these characters in their individual stories before see them share the same movie together. So, but yeah, and even after the first Avengers movie, it was still doing fine. I mean, like, we got some other good movies like Guardians of the Galaxy or Ant-Man, and it was just getting bigger and bigger until, of course, it was Infinity War and Endgame, the one that's made it like the big one, like the most epic ensemble ever, which it was. It made it, and it's the one that just say it was at that point like this, like yeah, this was perfect. Like it was just. It feels like the whole climax of the whole MCU. Like a lot of characters. There was a big ensemble of superheroes that were all together, and some arcs were finally concluded, like the sacrifice of Iron Man, all of that. But well, but and that is also kind of the problem, because I feel like the I feel like now a lot of movies try to do what Marvel did. And okay, to be fair, some are doing it fine. Like the MonsterVerse, I think is the one is doing alright. Like, and but there are others. It feels like they're so desperate to they were so desperate to compete with Marvel that they just made it a little bit worse for them. Like the DCU or the Sony Spider-Man universe, that honestly I don't think there's ever been a good movie from that universe. But for some reason they are keep making them. So and so I think what I want to talk about is I think the point the I think the reason I'm talking about this is that I feel people should a lot of producers should stop about cinematic universes and try to do something more like old school, like just movie franchises, or like just simple, like because I mean if they want to make a cinematic universe, that's fine, but they need to find their own. They had to make something unique, and so people won't compare it to Marvel. Like I feel I think that's what they should do, and because yeah, people right now are tired of the post-credit scenes. I mean, we went to the point that yeah, like let's say for example the post-credit scenes. I think Marvel now is the one that made it popular. Like now everyone like from movies like the the DCU like copy that formula. The Sony Spider-Man universe are using the same formula, and like I said, like even like, and I feel like all the post-credit scenes I feel like are the ones I'm kind of tired with. I mean, we went to the point like Morbius has one of the worst post-credit scenes ever, because it tries to, because it makes no sense whatsoever. And I mean, in case you haven't seen a Morbius movie, in case you have seen it, however, I think you know this how it went. Like the Voltaire appears in the Sony universe. He goes with Morbius and he tells him just, hey, I want to go with, hey, we should team up to fight Spider-Man. And he's just, okay, like, but yeah, I think Morbius is the example, like, yeah, they should stop on cinematic universe tropes. Like, they should stop, maybe they should start something new, something more old school. Like I said, a movie, because yeah, people right now, if you want to make a cinematic universe, fine, but I feel it should wait a little bit longer, because maybe you should wait for later, because at this point especially, right? And maybe you should start something new. That's what I think.